Now, our next guest started writing for children as a way of staying close to his son, Adam, who tragically died of a brain tumour in 2007. His first book, Before You Sleep, was a huge international success and won the prestigious Irish Children's Junior Book of the Year award last year.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michael Douglas and Adam Sandler are now all self-confessed fans, and Benji Bennett's fourth book has just been published. He joins us in studio again, and he is, as always, very welcome.
Indeed.
I have to call you Owen. I know, but everybody calls you Benji. I don't know why I do. It was, as you know, and it's been said to you on numerous occasions, this was one of the saddest and loveliest stories that we've dealt with in the 10 years. And it is quite extraordinary, the legs it has had and the way it touches people. Have you got your head around that at all?
Well, it's very simple. Adam is up there and he's master of ceremonies up there. He's doing it. So in terms of getting the head around what's happened, I suppose it was getting our head around what happened originally. We were very, very lucky that we managed to, latch on to something that had some meaning and gave us some kind of piece on it. And ever since then, Adam really has been doing it all. He has me working very hard as well.
I love when we were mentioning Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, you were kind of shaking your head laughing. Like, you never in your wildest dreams would have imagined that they'd be sitting there reading your books about your son to their children.
I mean, it's all gone absolutely mad, and for, to have Adam's name mentioned in the same breath as some of these people really is quite wonderful. And they've got signed books, and because I always sign them, love from Angel Adam and Benji Bennett and stuff. So Adam is he's having a great time meeting all of these people. The books that are sold on the website are going everywhere. Australia, America, South Africa, Germany, France.
And people want to make it into a cartoon, and it's just really gone huge for you.
It's really wonderful. And again, I come back because you gave me the first interview as well here. So well done to R&DM. So thanks very much for that.
But more than happy to.
Yeah, it's been great. And of course, the other good side of it is because with Barrettstown get support out of the book, as do Make-A-Wish. So they've been very good to us, and so it's all really, really nice and good and positive. And where we are now is we're in a new phase of our lives now. So.
I suppose, like all great ideas, it's a very simple one in essence, isn't it? Just make sure you tell the people you love that you do love them.
Yeah.
Do it often and regularly. It's a very simple truth that we tend to forget. And I suppose any of us with children can't imagine what it would be like to lose them. And then when you meet somebody who has, and then turns it into something as positive and as magical as you've done, you're reminded of how deep that love actually is. Just tell them.
It's one of those things, if you don't, you can't say it after they're gone. And that's one of the main things. And that was always the message, because it was really, myself and Jackie knew that we were going to be strong enough to get through it. And out of that came, we have to, just help people find a way, because if, God forbid, it ever did happen to somebody, it's just, if you have a way of saying it, it's just that little bit easier.
And I was telling you there in the break, actually, about one of my friends who, he won't mind me saying this, because I've given the books to every one of my friends who have children, and the books actually say, when you're reading it, I love you so much more than, and you're repeating, I love you. And one of my friends said, he always found it very difficult to say, I love you, because his dad never said it to him, and he came from a very kind of old-fashioned Irish upbringing. And the books have enabled him to say, I love you. And it sounds like the easiest thing in the world to say, I love you, to whoever you love kind of thing. But for some people, it's difficult. And the books give them a way of saying it and then bringing that into life as well, and saying it, whenever they want to now. So it's enabled him to say it, which is a great gift altogether.
Oh, well, it's well, I mean, that's Adam's gift, really, and it's gift to our family and to everybody else, and to be able to say it in a way that the children can kind of relate to, because it is saying I love you much more than, Santa Claus, and even when on the new book at the end, it's like I love you much more than all of the world's treasure, I love you forever. So, the end of every single book will always have its little message there, and good night, go asleep, and then the kids are, well, the idea is they're very happy, they've had their adventure, they're told their love, and they just drift off into happy sleep.
And the new book is a real adventure. It's about pirate treasure.
Yeah. It's and given the weather now as well, it's perfect. It's Adam's Pirate Treasure. So he gets his crew of girls and boys, and they find the X in the sand. They dig it up, and it's full of toys. So they're on. It's kind of like almost a Peter Pan type thing. It's just a bunch of kids on a treasure island. Adam is the captain of the ship, and they're off playing with all the toys and having a great fun.
There's going to be kids everywhere digging up beaches in the summer looking for treasure.
Yeah, hopefully.
Your humanity is quite extraordinary, Owen. But one of the things that I when I look at something like this and I marvel at it, I also, there's a bit of me that worries that it keeps it raw, and that you obviously you will never forget your child, nor do you want to. But we saw at first hand the pain, and the two of us were in floods, and you kind of worried that even though you're it's a wonderful legacy to him. Does it keep the scar very raw? Does it allow you to heal, or does it prevent you from healing?
There's no doubt that myself and Jackie would feel that we are healed to a certain extent. I mean, it's always there. I always compare it to. In Shrek, Donkey's talking about you're so wrapped up in layers, onion boy, you're afraid of your own feelings. And what happens, I think, when you do, your mind, a load of layers, of protective layers, cover your brain, and then they get peeled off one by one, and then you eventually get back, and the scar then that's on your soul, your heart, your mind, kind of is it's there, but it's not bleeding, and it's not a big gaping hole or whatever. This definitely has given us a huge amount. Adam lives on every day. Myself and Jackie are talking about him 24 hours. The kids are talking to him. He's in a new book. He's doing new adventures. So it's definitely something that has given us the power to feel a lot happier. And
just on a personal level, interviewing you, because you instantly get a thing about people one way or the other, and then you start to care about them, even though you only know them for 5 minutes.
You're right.
And you just go, I hope
they're okay.
So it's something, you explained that very well. Thank you. I'm sorry for even asking the questions about business.
It's one thing. It came to me 4 o'clock in the morning a while ago. Time is a healer, and there's no doubt about that. But you have to wind your own watch. Time will not fix it unless you make it happen and you try, and it's positivity, and Jackie is a huge source of positivity in our family and the kids, and we're just being happy for Adam. We're going to celebrate.
She's a beautiful woman. She is beautiful.
In every way.
I met her at the Book Awards last year. We only saw her in the shadows the last time you were on. She wouldn't even come over to us. And I met her at the Book Awards. I was going, oh my God, you should have come on with them. But anyway, look, it's a wonderful, wonderful story, and I hope it runs forever.
I'm sure all of our viewers have all of the books, and they will add this one to you. If you haven't heard of the books, just get them. Even if you don't have kids, I've given them to, because I don't have kids obviously, but I've given them to everyone I know with children. And all of my godchildren have them as well. They're a great thing to have. Thank you so much, Benji.
Thanks.
Now,
you were going to say Owen, weren't you?
So Benji, I just keep thinking of the weird ones,
The signed copy's actually on the web.
On the website. We had the details up.
Yeah, we did.